Last race of the season, round 25 here in Abu Dhabi, and there's a lot of hot, controversial topics, scenarios, and situations that I would love to hear your thoughts. Let's talk about it! Cheers! First, let's talk about the big elephant in the room before the McLaren dilemmas. Max Verstappen needs the help of Lando Norris to win his 5th World Championship. What do I mean by this? Because his 5th World Championship cannot be won with purely skill and domination. So if Max Verstappen gets P1, but Lando Norris lands on the podium at P3 minimum, Lando Norris still wins it all. So, of course, it's gonna be a very, very uphill battle for Max, but as we all saw, 104 points, the greatest comeback, a literal comeback of all comebacks is happening right before our eyes, and it's from 104 to 12. So if it's impossible, there's only one man who could do it, and it's the 4-time world champion, Max Verstappen. Never count him out. Now, let's go to much more spicy dilemmas and scenarios, and I would love to know your thoughts about it. So keep watching. Now, going to the heavy and spicy McLaren dilemmas here. Let's break it down from top to bottom. Earlier, before the final round, Zach said would rather have Verstappen win the title than pick favorite out of Norris and Piastri. But now, just recently, Zach said it would be crazy not to deploy McLaren team orders to ensure Norris or Piastri to win in Abu Dhabi. Now, this is where it gets spicy. Now, let's go to the scenario. If Oscar Piastri is at P3 and Lando Norris is at P4, if you are Oscar Piastri with everything that has happened all throughout the season, would you switch positions for Lando to win his World Championship? Now, here's the dilemma. Of course, everyone would say, yeah, Oscar should switch. Papaya rules. It's for the team. It's about team play. You know? Family! Now, if we get to a certain point that both McLaren drivers have the chance to win, Oscar at P1, and for him to win, Lando should be P6. Now, if Lando is at P5, do you really believe Lando would drop P6 for Oscar to win? Because I doubt it. Lando would keep P5 and win the championship for himself. He wouldn't switch positions. He would not switch positions. He would not drop to P6 for Oscar to win the championship. He would stick to P5 and win his first championship. I would die on that hill. So with that, if the roles was switched, I really doubt that Zach and Lando would help Oscar. I really doubt it. If Oscar's P1, Lando's P5, he ain't dropping down to P6. He's gonna be keeping P5 and winning the championship for himself. And I really believe Zach and Lando would not help Oscar. Then why should Oscar help Lando win if he's at P3 and Lando's at P4? And I know this is all hypothetical. Alright? This is all, you know, what ifs. But do you get where the logic is coming from? And the team orders, this is a one-sided dilemma because the high chance and probability of Lando winning is higher than Oscar. So after Zach said that it's crazy not to deploy McLaren team orders, it's a translation of we're willing to sacrifice Oscar for Lando to win. Period. So, of course, it's just my opinion. I have no hate. I'm very much happy with the season. This season was amazing. Crazy comeback by our boy Max Verstappen. All of them deserve to win. But, again, my question to you guys, should Oscar help them win the championship? Or, you know, mano y mano, overtake me if you can type situation with the McLaren boys. So, again, no hate to the drivers, no hate to the team. This is just a situation, dilemma, question for everyone. And I would love to know your thoughts. Everyone deserves to win the championship, but it would be amazing to see Max Verstappen, the comeback of all comebacks, 104 to 12 points. My God. And I'm not doubting my boy. If someone out there can do it, that's gonna be Max Verstappen. He spits in the term impossible. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let's discuss. Let's not be toxic. Stay amazing. And we're in for a treat for the finale of the season. See you in Abu Dhabi. Cheers.